Welcome back to All Day. We know we have, of course, the extreme heat warning going on today, and amid that, Keith, now we have a tornado warning, so tell us more.
I got a couple of tornado warnings that popped along that same cell up there. They are, not to belay seriousness of a tornado warning, a tornado is a tornado, but there are various danger zones with a tornado that comes along with some of that stuff. In fact, let me go over here and I'll show them to you, because we just popped another one, as a matter of fact, as we go on out the door for us this morning. And I'd rather show you where some of those are rather than not, to start you off as we head on out for us on this end of the 11 o'clock hour. So let me take you straight to the radar picture. I'll just scroll over here to my little radar picture and we'll bring up a couple of those, since a new one and a fresh one just baked itself up. It's all part of that same line that's up across parts of northern Minnesota as it makes its way through. And now it's a mess in terms of how that shapes up on the radar, but they mainly go through 12:15 and 12:30 for portions of Cass and Crow Wing County. They've overlapped themselves, but they're all covering the same little system here. Let me just widen out there. Embedded within a much larger yellow box, which is the severe thunderstorm warnings, which is really this whole entire cell as a whole. Let me get rid of all the automated features. There you go. So as you can see, it's a larger line here that's moving on off towards the east, roughly at 45 miles per hour, stretching from Bemidji, moving out Highway 2, and then it continues to track. I'll just draw those lines there initially. All those right through the Scandia Valley. All that energy is continuing to move on off towards the east-northeast, roughly at 45 miles per hour. The core of this line in particular is this cell right here. Right as we go on and then zoom in there, that would be right around, is that Poplar? That is Poplar. That's where probably we have 2-inch size hail going on out near Highway 227, coming in near Highway 64 there, just south of McKinley, near Orton as well. And a lot of folks are up in that direction as we head on into this week. A lot of folks just near Bullard as well, just to the west of Meadowbrook, and just on off, well, heading toward Nisswa, heading towards Baxter, heading towards the Cross Lake region. Now, Cross Lake's part of that tornado warning, as just north of the Brainerd Lakes area is as well. The Brainerd Lakes area is under that tornado warning. But again, not discounting tornado warnings at all. These were issued by the Duluth National Weather Service office. There's spin in the atmosphere. These are radar indicated tornadoes along this line. There's a lot of gusting going on there. This is mainly a linear system that's got winds of 60 or 80 miles per hour. Gusting along, that is enough to cause severe thunderstorm warnings. Well worth the time. 1 to 2-inch size hail, well worth the line, as it's had a history of this. But whenever that happens and it encounters an atmosphere, it can spin up small tornadoes. Not big, long-tracked, healthy, big, giant tornadoes. These would be little, small spin-ups in the atmosphere, very short-lived tornadoes. So there are different types of tornado warnings, so to speak. By all means, you still want to take the proper precautions. You still want to do everything you need to do. But with this system, I don't want the tornado warning to overshadow the 80-mile-per-hour straight-line wind or the 2-inch size hail threat that could exhibit itself with these larger warnings. Again, Scandia Valley underneath that severe thunderstorm warning again that's in place, and those go through roughly 12:30 to 12:45. Notice Lake Mille Lacs and the Highway 169 corridor on the far end of this particular severe thunderstorm warning that takes us until 12:30. Again, portions of Aiken, Cass, and Crow Wing County. Now, this is all embedded within a much larger function of what is essentially our heat for the day-to-day. We'll revisit this again in about 2 shakes. In the meantime, let's talk about some of that heat that's going on for us as we head on out. Today, we have our extreme heat warning that is in play for us as we go on out. The extreme heat warning takes us through midnight tonight before a cold front settles us down. Now, with our temperatures here in the metro, we're heading roughly to a high of 96 degrees. And with a dew point that's heading to the middle 70s, with our high temperature probably going to the upper 70s at times today, but not at the same time we're at 96. Luckily, our maximum dew point won't occur with our maximum temperature. But a 96 with a dew point of 75, that's a heat index of 108. So that, again, is by itself just enough. That gets us the extreme heat warning. A cold front tonight fires off some pretty powerful storms that cross the state. That gives us a level 2 risk for severe weather this evening and tonight. These storms up north are a separate beast. Those are that's a survivor cell out of South Dakota from yesterday. Then steamy heat lingers all week, but just not as extreme as what we're experiencing today. 89 degrees, 76 for a dew point. We did it. We talked about hitting it before noon. A heat index of 100 now here in the metro. South winds coming in 10 10 to 20 miles per hour overall. The heat warning is in place in the magenta zone. That's pretty much the metro and everyone in eastern Minnesota, western and southern Wisconsin. And then the yellow zone would be your heat advisory. Everyone has some form of a heat index of 100 plus for the day today. The embedded severe thunderstorm watch that you see in northern Minnesota, that's the big yellow box, takes us through 4 p.m. And then the smaller zones that you see here, there is your line of storms marching with your severe thunderstorm warning and your tornado warnings in place roughly through 12:15 and 12:30 this afternoon. That line is your core, that hail core of 1 to 2 inch size hail, but notice it's a little smaller from when we just spoke about, what was that, 90 seconds ago, centered right there. And near Poplar, it continues to track on by. But as we go on into the better part of our day today, it will continue to shift and move on up towards the northwest overall. And then here comes that marching line of storms overnight tonight as it continues to sag and move on off. A level 2 threat for severe weather takes us through the night tonight. Overall, that's why we are looking at 60 to 75 mile per hour winds with that marching cold front and hail of 1 inch plus overnight tonight with that widespread frontal boundary. So quickly speaking, here comes that marching line, that cell through the afternoon hours there, moving into northern Minnesota. Then everyone takes a long break with that marching storm line through the evening and overnight hours tonight. But look how broken that is overall. 7-day forecast shapes up and looks like this then. Once we get through the extreme heat for the day at 96 with a heat index of 108, the 93 feels like 100, and then just staying hot all the way through the 4th of July holiday. We return after the break.